Hello, Portland. This is Dave the Bald Guy, putting the Bald Guy on baldguylimo.com once again. So today, we're going to talk about something very interesting that happened to me. How do you market your business? How do you market your company? A very interesting thing happened to me very recently, just a few days ago, that got me more hits, more interest, more visitors from Facebook than any ad I've ever paid for on Facebook, that I ever paid for on LinkedIn, that I ever paid for on Instagram. So let me tell you a story. There is a meme I made last year of two guys holding hands, looking at each other with love and tenderness in their eyes. And underneath it, it's like, there's a word that said, take that special someone in your life out on a trip with baldguylimo.com this coming Valentine's Day. This time of year, I am advertising for Valentine's Day. As you can imagine, that's the next big day that's going to happen as I sit here and record this. So I take this meme and I posted this last year. I actually posted this last year everywhere. And the number one place that got me the most likes and notice was in the CANBY NOW page on Facebook. Now, there's like 2 or 3 different CANBY NOW pages. It's not CANBY NOW 2. It's not CANBY NOW Uncensored. It's just regular old CANBY NOW. Now, understand, I posted it in CANBY NOW, CANBY NOW 2, CANBY Uncensored, Oregon City Uncensored, Malino Uncensored, all over. And then, of course, there's business pages that I do. And then there's wedding pages that I post. Whenever I make a meme or something like this, it gets posted around. It gets posted around. So the interesting thing is, CANBY NOW is the only place I post that people go crazy because it's two guys holding hands, lovingly. Not even Malala. Malala, one of the hickest towns I've ever seen in my life. Seriously, in Malala, my wife and I were, I think it was at the McDonald's in Malala, and we were just standing there in line waiting to order food. And like some woman walked up to my very black wife and said, "Is it true black people can't swim?" I mean, there wasn't a hello, there wasn't a good morning, there wasn't anything other than this woman just walking up to my wife going, "Is it true black people can't swim?" Okay, that just shows you what kind of town Malala is. CANBY NOW, man. I'll tell you, you can never be disappointed with the people in that group. So there were quite a few people who were posting things like, "Well, why are you posting this right here? You're just trying to be controversial. You're selling a limo company, and why aren't you showing a picture of a limo?" Well, let me tell you something, dummy. I do that. I show pictures of limos in my advertising all the time. Do you know how many visits I get to my website? 12 in a 24-hour period. Do you know how many visits I got to my website from the time I posted that till midnight? It was about 4 hours, and I got 77 new visitors, new sets of eyes on my website. So I'll tell you, these people who recommend what you do and how you should market, don't listen to anything they say. If they actually knew how to market, they wouldn't be on Facebook telling you how to market. I got 77 new people, new visitors to my website. And believe me, I actually keep a log as to how many people visit my website on a daily business, on a daily venture, on a daily trip. You know what I'm talking about. So all these people on CANBY NOW were just freaking out and telling me how I should market my business and say, "Oh, you should only do it this way because now you're pissing off the people who don't like the fact that, two guys can be in love with each other." And, the people who are recommending this, they live in CANBY. So that kind of tells you how far that they're going with their life. So be that as it may, I got 77 new eyes on my webpage. That's more than I got last year at the same time. Now, last year I got 2 clients out of it. This year, unfortunately, I'll never know because the moderator for CANBY NOW, a woman by the name of Lisa Lear, decided she didn't like the picture and just deleted it. Okay, it's her Facebook page, so she can come up with her own rules. So that, I will give you that. But the fact is look, this is a woman who has said, in my opinion, some very racially insensitive things about people who are gypsies. Apparently she doesn't like them. That's my interpretation. So it doesn't really surprise me that she kind of cut this out. I thought for sure she wouldn't freak out about, 2 guys who were just holding hands. I mean, that's all it was 2 guys holding hands. There's nothing inappropriate there at all. There's even no proof that they were in love with each other. Honestly, it could have been just 2 guys who happened to lock onto hands and go, let's go watch a movie. You never know. But anyway, that's a lesson everyone should learn. Controversy creates cash. So now I have several people, some people have said, hey, I love your inclusivity. I love the fact that you've included people in the LGBT community. So if we need anything, we'll definitely keep you in mind. So that's a very nice way of guerrilla marketing. It didn't cost me anything. I put it out there, and you know what? All the homophobes and morons, and of course the people who, on the opposite end of the spectrum, are all fighting on the Facebook page about, 2 guys holding hands like this. Guerrilla marketing, you gotta love it. The only reason I stay on that CANBY NOW group, honestly, is because of the amount of people there. And I can advertise here a couple times a week. And that's the only time I even stay there. The only reason. Be that as it may, that's a lesson to be learned. Controversy can create cash. It wasn't intentional. Last year when I tried this, I was just throwing a meme out there. That's all it was. Got me 2 clients because of it. But unfortunately, Lisa has decided the idea of 2 guys being in love is a little too much for her. So can't have it. Can't have 2 guys in love because, love is just terrible. Terrible thing for love. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So try to think of something that might actually, work around the same thing for your business. And then try to find the most homophobic, backwoods, imaginable page to put it on. Like CANBY NOW. Post it in CANBY NOW. Because, they're pretty backwoods. It is a one-horse town. Anyway, that's up with that. So that's what I'm talking about this week. So hopefully next week it'll be something a little less depressing. Until then, I hope you have a good one. And just remember, baldguylimo.com.